coffee was perking before the sun came. Mama in a robe, not yet knowing my name. The house was so quiet, just breathing in light, leaking in slow through the curtains of white. Daddy'd come down with his hair still not combed and sit at the table that always felt home. No phones, no hurry, no place we had to be, just Sunday stretched out like a long melody. We'd drive to the church in the old Chevrolet, all wearing our best for just one day. The preacher would talk while the ceiling fans turned, and outside the window the summer sun burned. But walking back home with the hymns in my chest, the afternoon nap and the long Sunday rest felt like the world had no corners, no end, like a road that just circles and circles again. The table was set with the good china out that Grandma had given without any doubt. Pot roast and cornbread and sweet tea so cold, and stories of people I'd never been told. We'd sit there for hours just letting it be. The whole world outside couldn't touch what I'd see. A family so simple and broken and real, finding grace in the ordinary, everyday feel. Sunday mornings felt like forever back then, like time didn't move, just kept breathing again. The smell of the coffee, the long morning light, the sound of the family just making things right. I'd give everything now for just one more of those, when the week had no weight and the day never closed. Sunday mornings felt like forever back then. Lord, I'd do anything to live one again. There's a house at the end of a long gravel road, where the oak tree still leans and the wind barely blows. The paint's faded now, the screen door still squeaks, but the memories held there are stronger than weeks. I can still smell the sweet tea and hear Mama's voice, Daddy humming low like a lifetime choice. And the evenings would fall like a soft warm quilt on a porch that was built with love and with guilt. We'd sit out there when the summer turned gold, watching fireflies rise as the night grew cold. The radio crackling through the open screen, playing songs about places we'd already been. Daddy rocking his chair with his boots still on, and Mama would braid my sister's hair till dawn. We never talked much about what life could mean, but we all knew the feeling and everything seemed. Now I drive by that road on the edge of town. The old oak still stands, though the fence has come down. And I slow to a stop where the driveway begins, and I swear I can hear all those old nights again. That porch doesn't know that the years have gone by. It just waits in the evening beneath the same sky, and my name is still carved in the wood by the rail, like a story that time never managed to veil. That old front porch still knows my name. It remembers the boy who just wasn't the same. The laughter, the silence, the long summer nights, the way we sat easy beneath all those lights. I've traveled far roads and I've chased the unknown, but that porch keeps on calling me home. Yeah, that old front porch still knows my name, and it whispers, it's soft in the sweet summer rain. The radio played on the windowsill shelf, and Mama would dance there all by herself. Her hands always busy with something to stir, her voice soft and steady, a low morning blur. The smell of the biscuits would fill the whole house before any curtain had stirred in a blouse. And I'd wander in barefoot on cold kitchen tile, and she'd smile at me in that slow Sunday style. She'd pour me some juice without asking a thing, just knowing exactly what mornings would bring. The table was small, but it never felt tight when she'd sit across from me in the morning light. She'd say things like, trouble don't last, but love will. And somehow those words would just naturally fill the ache of the weak and the weight of the grown with the warmth of a kitchen that felt like a home. Now I've got my own kitchen with modern things, and I know how to cook what a good morning brings. But something goes missing when I try to recall the feeling she made with no effort at all. Maybe it's love that you can't write a recipe for, or the patience of someone who gave you their more. All I know is the smell of old biscuits and steam still carries me back to the warmth of that dream. Mama's kitchen was where life made sense, where the world couldn't find me through the windows and fence, where the coffee was strong and the mornings were slow, and love had a flavor I always would know. I still close my eyes when the bread starts to rise, and I'm back at that table beneath Georgia's skies. Mama's kitchen was where life made sense, and I carry that feeling in my very dents. The floors had a creak and the roof had a leak, and Christmas was modest, just one simple week. But Daddy worked hard and Mama made do with what little we had, and a faith that stayed true. We shared a small bedroom with 2 beat-up beds, and at night we'd lie listening to what Grandpa said, stories of harder and further gone days that made our small struggles feel soft in their ways. We ate simple dinners, but always enough, and the table was full of the necessary stuff, not things you could buy at the store with a card. but the kind that comes only from living it hard. The laughter that bubbled from nothing at all, a shared family joke in the middle of fall. The way that a touch could say more than a word in a house where everything simple was heard. Now I look at the photos from back in those years, the worn out old couches, the laughter, the tears, and I see it so clearly in black and in white. We were rich in a way that they can't get quite right. Not the kind that you measure in dollars and things, but the kind that a family together brings. We were thin in the pockets, but deep in the soul. And those memories, honey, are making me whole. We didn't have much, but we had everything, the kind that no money could ever quite bring. We had Sunday and stories and front porch light. We had love that showed up every cold winter night. I trade all the newer and shinier things for one more of those simple and unhurried springs. We didn't have much, but Lord, we were rich in the ways that still count, and they still scratch that itch. It's a '79 Ford with a rust on the door and a bench seat that's cracked, but it gives a little more than any new vehicle I've sat in since. Because riding in that truck, I can still feel it rinse the years off my shoulders and the miles off my mind. And somewhere between shifts I leave the present behind. Daddy'd drive with one hand and the window rolled down, and we'd cruise every back road just outside of town. He'd turn up the radio when Haggard came on, and he'd nod like he knew every word of that song. The speakers would crackle and the bass would give out, but somehow that only made me want to shout for joy of imperfect things, that dusty old glove box and the sweat that it brings. of long summer work days, when we'd ride home slow, with the fields turning golden in the amber glow. That truck still sits in the corner of my yard, where the grass has grown tall and the ground has grown hard. And sometimes I climb in on a warm Tuesday night, and I sit in the silence, in the soft fading light, and I swear I can hear him just shifting the gears, and I swear I can smell the old leather in years. And for just a few minutes the distance collapses, and I'm 12 years old riding through highway and napkins. If you've ever sat still in a memory this clear, if some old rusted thing keeps someone you love near, then carry this song like I carried this ride, and keep the good memories alive by your side. That old truck still drives me back in time, down every back road in that long summer climb, with Daddy beside me and Haggard on low, and the whole wide world moving soft and slow. The rust and the creak and the cracked leather seat are the most precious things I will ever meet. That old truck still drives me back in time, and I'm grateful for every last mile of that ride. It was perched on the counter above the old sink, between the mason jar flowers and the coffee we drank. A little transistor with a worn silver dial that Mama would tune every once in a while. And the songs that came through had a warmth you could feel, like the music was making the ordinary real. Waylon and Willie and Dolly's sweet voice, making our small corner kitchen rejoice. Saturday mornings were made for that sound, with the whole house awake and the chores coming round. And Mama would sweep while she hummed out the words to songs about heartache and rivers and birds. But the feeling was never of sadness or loss, just the weight of good gentle cost, and we'd all find our rhythm in step with that station, a family in tune with its own small creation. Now when I hear those old songs on the radio now, I stop what I'm doing and don't quite know how, but I'm standing in that kitchen with flour on my hands, and everything's simple and sweet in its stands. So clear in my memory, it almost feels real, the smell and the music and the Saturday feel. I think that's the thing that good music can do. It holds the whole world of a moment right through. The radio played while the world felt right on a slow Saturday morning in soft morning light. The static and sweetness of those old country tunes filled every corner of those small, humble rooms, and I'd give what I have just to stand there again in that kitchen that music made holy back then. The radio played while the world felt right, and I carry that music clear into this night. We'd run through the yard when the sun finally set, through the grass still warm and the air still wet, with the smell of the summer and the dirt and the dew, and the stars coming out in a deep Georgia blue. Mama would sit on the steps with her glass and just watch us like watching was meaning at last. Her eyes full of something I didn't know then, was the look of a woman just living again. We catch fireflies in the wide open pond and hold them up gently in the evening calm. Watch them light up like a small piece of sky had landed in summer to wave us goodbye. My sister would laugh and I'd stumble and fall, and the whole of that moment would swallow us all in the kind of a joy that belongs to the young, a song that your body already sung. Now those nights are preserved like a photograph kept in the drawer by the bed where old memories are slept. And I take him out gently on long summer nights when the sky fills with stars and the yard fills with lights. And I show them to my kids as the fireflies blink, and I watch their eyes widen at the edge of the brink of a childhood that's starting to know what I knew, that these nights are the ones that will carry you through. Barefoot nights and firefly skies, all those warm summer evenings beneath open eyes, the grass beneath my feet and the stars overhead, and a childhood so full it was never quite dead. I still feel that summer in the soles of my feet, in the warmth of the memory and the way it repeats. Barefoot nights and firefly skies. Lord, I'd give anything to live one more time. It wasn't much more than a crossroads in church, a feed store, a diner, a place you could search for anything you needed, and a 30-mile ring. That small town had everything worth remembering. People knew my name and my daddy's before, and they'd ask how I'm doing just inside the door of any small building on any small street, where strangers were family the first time you'd meet. Friday night lights and the school marching band, the whole town outstanding to take in the land of their children out playing beneath an open sky, with the season of summer still refusing to die. We drive to the lake on a hot Sunday noon and swim till the fireflies came out with the moon. That town had no borders in the eyes of the young, just horizon and freedom and songs to be sung. I left when I finished to go find my way, like every young person with something to say. I went to the cities and I saw all the things that the world past the county line graciously brings. But no matter how far or how long I would roam, some part of that small town insisted on home. In the way most alive on the street that was lined with old houses and too many trees, where the wind smells of something that only roots feel. If your roots are still calling across all the years, if a small town somewhere still moves you to tears, then stay a little longer and listen right here. The best of who you are began right there. I grew up in a place that still lives in me, and every choice I make, and every way I see, the value of the simple and the worth of the slow, and the people who love me more than I could know. That town is inside me, like a river runs deep. It's the kind of belonging you carry in sleep. I grew up in a place that still lives in me, and I wouldn't trade that small life for anything free. My daddy wasn't one for the tender word, the kind of soft language that he'd never heard spoken in the house where his father had stood. A man of few feelings and hard-working good. But when I had a fever, he'd sit by my bed with a cool cloth in hand and nothing much said. And somehow that silence would speak every word of the love that his lifetime had quietly heard. Mama didn't cry at the sentimental things, but she'd notice every sad face that morning brings. She'd leave a warm plate when the evening ran late, and unlock all the windows and open the gate. She'd fold all my laundry and press every seam, and leave little notes tucked inside like a dream. She never said love like they do in the songs, but her love was a language I knew all along. We children grew up learning love through the act of showing up steady and giving back, of being the one who would answer the call, of sitting beside through the rise and the fall. I never once doubted that I was their own, that this family was something gift for another. The meaning came through in the hands of a mother. We learn love without ever saying it out loud. In the quiet and stubborn and quietly proud. The way that love works in the bonds of real life, through the husband who shows up and the weary wife, through the dishes and drivings and sitting still near, all the ways we say I love you without the words clear. We learn love without ever saying the phrase, and it carried me cleanly through all of my days. Just a wooden table with 6 chairs around, with a ring from a coffee cup worn in the ground, and a scratch near the corner from my brother's first knife, and a burn mark that Mama just tolerated in life. But when all of us gathered around its old wood, something greater than furniture filled where we stood. The whole world would narrow to just this one place, and the warm yellow lamplight on every tired face. We talk about nothing of consequence there, someone's bad teacher and someone's new hair. Daddy would ask how the practice had gone, and Mama would just keep the conversation along, with a question or two and a laugh at the right kind of moment that held us together at night. Nobody knew as we passed the green beans that we were collecting the best of life's scenes. Now some of those chairs hold the weight of the gone. Grandpa passed 10 years back, and the rhythm moved on. And my sister lives 3 states away with her own set of chairs and a table that she calls her home. But when the family gathers at Christmas this year, and we crowd round that table, we'll all feel it near. The presence of everyone who ever once sat in these chairs around this wood, and love just like that. The table where we sat still feels full, with every hand that reached and every word that pulled us closer to the truth of setting sun. The table where we sat still feels full, and it holds me whenever this old world gets too cruel. I'd go back to the summer of '82, when the corn was still growing and the sky was still blue, and Grandma was still sitting out back in her chair with her white hair pinned up and the sun in her hair. I'd stay a bit longer and listen more near to the stories she told about the whole family's year. I'd hold every detail and not let it slip through the fingers of a boy in a hurry to live. I'd go back to the evening my daughter was born, when the world was so quiet, like the eye of a storm, and I held her against me in that hospital light, and felt something remake me in the middle of the night. I'd stay in that moment a few minutes more, just rocking and breathing right there on that floor, because time is the thief that takes tenderness fast, and I'd give almost anything to make it all last. I'd go back to the last night my father was well, before the long season of goodbye we knew fell. We sat on the porch and we talked about things that had nothing to do with the weight that life brings. Just baseball and weather and something he'd read, and I'd know then to treasure each word that he said. And I'd tell him right plainly, I love you, oh man. I'd say it like I had all the courage to stand. If these words find the place in you that remembers the golden forgotten and precious Septembers, then stay in this song and come back here again, and let this be the place where your memory begins. I'd go back there if I had one more chance to slow down and breathe, and to finish the dance. I'd say all the words that I swallowed too soon. I'd stay in the mornings and not leave too soon. But since I can't go back through the river of years, I'll just hold the memories through laughter and tears, But until then, I'll cherish the whole circumstance. It wasn't the weddings or the grand holidays that come back the clearest through memory's haze. It's the Tuesday night supper with nothing much said, or the moment my son fell asleep in my bed, with his small hand still holding the book we had read, and the lamp still left on painting gold on his head. Those 5 quiet seconds when the whole world held still are the ones that come back with the strongest of a will. It was driving my daughter to school in the rain when she sang to the radio out by the lane, not caring that I was right there beside her, just singing full-throated like nothing could hide her from the purest expression of just being alive in a moment so small. It's a wonder we survive without knowing how holy those minutes would feel when the year turns to memory and memory turns real. It was Mama's hand resting on top of my home at a table that neither of us called home, just a diner somewhere on a long highway road where the coffee was bad and the weather was cold. And she looked at me square with those dark, tired eyes and said, "Honey, I'm proud of you," right out of the blue. And something inside me just opened right there, and I realized that love is just moments like air. Those little moments turned into everything, the small and forgotten and ordinary thing that adds up to a life when you finally look back and see all the beauty and what you can't take back. The laugh and the quiet and the hand in the dark, all those seconds that echoed and lived in your heart. Those little moments turned into everything, and I'd trade all the big things to have them again. We had one channel on a black and white screen, and a backyard that felt like the best that we'd seen, of adventure and distance and wild open space. Just a quarter-acre lot with a fence and a grace. It came from not knowing how small things could be when your whole heart is open to all that you see. A creek bed was a canyon, and a hill was a peak, and the world was a language we were just starting to speak. We rode bikes till the street lights would flicker to life, without phones or the weight of a modern day life. And the only thing pressing was getting back home in time for the supper and the warmth of the tone in Mama's clear calling across the still yard, when the last light was fading and the evening came hard, and we'd tumble in sweaty and hungry and loud, and the whole house would light up beneath our young cloud. Now the world has grown small in the strangest of ways, where everything instant just blurs into days. And the more that we see through the screen's endless frame, the more that the wonder and the mystery became. Something familiar and therefore less bright, like a star you see daily, will blind you tonight. I miss the not knowing that made everything wild, and the boy who found God in his own backyard stride. The world was bigger when life was simple and clean, when the creek bed was everything and the hill was a dream, when supper was calling and Saturday was free, and the whole horizon was just there for me. I'd go back to that smallness that made everything grand, to the barefoot and open-hearted way that I ran. The world was bigger when life was simple back then, and I carry that bigness in my heart now. And when I left it behind when I was barely 18, with a bag and a dream and the things in between that drive a young man toward the unknown. Wide away from the familiar and the comfort comfortable ride. But somewhere around Nashville, or maybe Memphis is a line, I felt something pulling from behind like a vine, not holding me back, but just keeping me tethered to the roots that made sure I could handle all weathers. I carry the people in the way that I talk, in the way that I pause at the start of a walk, to see how the neighbor is doing today, in the way I still feel that a handshake should say more than a contract or a signed dotted line, that your word is the bond and the handshake's the sign. I carry the way that they knew how to stay through the hard and the ordinary every day. My kids have grown up in a suburb somewhere, with good schools and good parks and new things everywhere. But I tell them the stories of that town and its ways, of the Saturday slow and the long summer days. And I hope that some piece of that small town can reach into them through my telling some warm, gentle speech that grounds them in something beyond what they see, in the same way that small town still grounds and grows me. I still carry that small town in my soul, in the part that stays humble and the part that stays whole, in the wave that I give to a stranger in passing, in the faith that the ordinary is something worth having. That town never left, even when I walked on. It just moved a bit deeper and traveled along. I still carry that small town in my soul, and it's carried me further than I ever would have gone alone. It was nothing remarkable to anyone around, just a Saturday in summer in a small country town. Daddy was fixing the fence by the old garden gate, and Mama was humming and baking something great. My brother and I were just tossing a ball, not talking of much, just existing through fall, into everything easy that a good morning makes before the world wakes up and the ordinary breaks. We had lunch on the porch with the sweet tea and ice. And Daddy told a story he'd already told twice, but we laughed just the same at the same punchline still, because it wasn't the story, it was just the feel of being all gathered in one place and time, before the long leaving and the long, lonely climb into adulthood's distance and all of its weight. That day had no shadow, no hurry, no late. That evening we sat till the stars came on bright, and nobody moved to go in for the night, like some part of all of us knew without speech that this kind of an evening had limits to reach, that the years would take each of us somewhere apart, and all we could do was to hold it in heart. So we sat in the dark and we didn't say much, and we let that long summer night hold us in its hush. If I could live one day again, I'd choose that one, that ordinary Saturday beneath the summer sun, when Daddy was living and Mama was young, and the whole of our family was beautifully strung, together in a moment that I didn't yet know was the best one I'd have in the life I would go through, with the grace that they gave me right there in that yard, on that porch, in that golden warm air. If I could live one day again, I'd choose that one, and I'd hold it like a prayer till the very day's done. Tell me, friend, which moment, which lyric, which memory today found its way into something you'll carry always? Leave it below, where the words find their home. You were never meant to carry this kind of love alone.